Hi students, welcome to video lectures. In this topic we are going to cover constructors. Not that much detailed manner, but constructors how you are using in inheritance concept, because since many videos we are discussing about inheritance concept only. So constructors also part of inheritance. So how constructors will work in inheritance we will see in a brief manner. So let's look at definition. Constructor is a special type of member function that initializes an object automatically when it is created. That is the definition of constructor. Constructor is a special type of member function. It's a member function. All I know about how to create a function. In function concept we have already seen how we create the function. So constructor is nothing but a special member function. What is the difference between the special member function and member function? I will tell you. There is a difference between member function and constructor. Member function, it has return type, but in constructor it doesn't have any return type. So we will see in detailed manner. Look at here. First of all, constructor is a special type of member function that initializes an object automatically when it is created. So we will see the difference between the member functions and constructor. Let's focusing on what constructor has to do. The constructor, when you created by object, it works automatically. It means what? When you creating the object, all of you know about the creating of object. When you create the object, how you create the object? You will create the object, class name, object equal to class name, brackets. I will show you. This is the way how you create the object. So constructor automatically will work when you create the object. A constructor, when you declaring, automatically it initialize the object. And constructor, if we want to declare a constructor, we have to follow some rules. The rules are, first we have to declare a constructor in a public mode. Constructor has the same name of class name. The class name, construct name should be same. And second thing, we should declare constructor in a public mode. These are the rules for while creating the constructor. You will see what is the public mode, and we will see what is the class name same as the constructor name. I am telling one more time to you, constructor is nothing but a special member function that you are declaring a class, a special member function. But constructor name should be same name of the class name. Constructor name, class name should be same. And second thing, constructor always declared in only public mode, not in private, not in protect, only public mode. These are the rules while creating the constructor. You will see a small example here. Here code is given. In this pseudocode, there is a class. The name of the class is temporary. So two variables data members are given. What are the data members here? Int x and float y. These two are the data members. And constructor is creating. So what is the constructor? I already told, while you creating the constructor, the class name and constructor name should be same. So class name is temporary, also temporary, constructor name also temporary. So bracket. So now constructor initialized or created. Now public mode, constructor name. What is the name of the constructor? Temporary. Two variables are assigned to the constructor, x5 and y5.5. This is the body of the constructor. Body of the constructor, nothing, empty, nothing is there. Only we are creating the constructor in a base class. Now look at here. How this constructor will work. In main programming, simple, a constructor temporary and T1 is the object. This constructor automatically will work when we are creating the object. So we are creating the object T1, temporary T1. Then what will happen? The constructor will come and executes the program. That is, the constructor automatically will work when object is created. When object is created. So I want to tell one more time to you, construct is a special member function. While creating the constructor, we have to follow some rules. Rule 1, constructor name and class name should be same. And rule 2, constructor should be declared in a public mode. And constructor automatically called when object is created in a program. This is about constructor. And we will see how this constructor will work in inheritance concept. Here, order of inheritance. A constructor, default constructor or parameterized constructor. Constructors are different types. We will see in detailed manner, especially in constructor unit. A special unit is there in C++ to explain about the types of constructors and constructors definition and everything. How constructor will work out in a programming language. Let's see how constructors are worked in an inheritance concept. Here, constructor is a special member function. Here 3 classes are given. Class 1 A, class 2 B and class 3 is C. Now class C is a derived class from base class 2 and base class to derived class of the base class A. 3 classes are given. Now in class A, when you are creating the member function, when you are creating the member functions or when you are creating the constructor without parameters. Without parameters means in the bracket no variables are initialized. So constructor name, for example, Gopal bracket empty bracket, Gopal empty bracket. If you declare like that, that one called as a default constructor. So here, look at here, I am writing. So just imagine this is the n, okay, n bracket, n bracket semicolon. So sorry, it looks like no, I will write again. Take a go, G-O, go. Go is the name of the constructor. Go is the name of the constructor. So declaring bracket semicolon. This is the way how you creating the constructor. The constructor public, nothing public, and class name, constructor name should be same. That means if you declare constructor name as a go, class name also a go. And the second thing is public. That is the access mode. Now in go is the constructor name, okay, and this one is called as a default constructor. Why this one is called as a default constructor? Because inside of the bracket no parameters or no any initializers. Variables are not declared inside of the bracket or parameters or arguments are not declared, and this type of constructor called as a default constructor. Now same way I am creating class A constructor, class B constructor and class T constructor, and each class one constructor I declared. Now what is the order of constructor and which constructor going to execute first? Class A will going to execute first, or class B will going to execute first, and class C will going to execute first. Three constructors are there, three classes are there. Each class it has one constructor. Our question is which constructor going to execute first? That is called order of inheritance. It is called order of inheritance or order of constructors. An inheritance concept, the order of constructors. Which one going to execute first? The first going to execute basic constructor. Why the basic constructor going to execute? Because the base class constructors all will going to enter in a derived class. I want to tell one more time. The base class all constructors going to enter in derived class. For example, here three classes are given A, B, C. Now A class is a base class. In this base class, example, some constructors are there, and these all constructors will going to enter derived class. Then what will happen? That's why the first in derived class base class constructor will be executed. Then B class constructor will be executed. Then C class constructor should be executed. First A, second B, and third C. This is the order of constructors. So three constructors are there. Here belongs to three different classes. Three different classes are base class and child 1 and child 2. And which constructor going to execute first? The A going to execute first, because the constructors of the parent class going to enter into the derived class. This is called order of constructors. In this lesson, we have seen what is a constructor. Constructor is nothing but a special member function, and rules for creating of the constructor. The class name, constructor name should be same, and the constructor should be always in a public mode. And second thing is, in inheritance concept, we have seen the order of constructors and how many classes are there. Each class has its own constructor, parent class, child class 1 and child class 2, and which constructor is going to execute first, and based on the derived class access the constructors of the parent class, or else we can tell like this. Though the base class all constructors going to enter into the derived class. That's why the base class constructor going to execute first, then child class 1 and then child class 2. This is the order of execution of the constructors. So and we will understand this concept clearly and detailedly using of the animation. Look at here. So look at arrow, this arrow, look at this arrow. So B is calling constructor of A. That's why base class constructor is good first. This is called order of constructors. This is called order of constructors.